Inthelablive Podcast, man. I got my co-host Speakeasy to my right.
Good evening.
I got my other co-host Ambush to my left.
What's the deal, people?
Man, what's the deal, man? It's been a minute since we've been in the lab, man.
Are we moving to Gail?
Yeah, this is my thing. Okay.
Who, Gail?
Gail and Oprah. I got to talk about these two.
Can I say this one time?
Yeah, women. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead.
Absolute cooning and buffoonery
At
at
its
its finest. Now, go ahead. You can talk about Gail
Okay.
now since I addressed her.
I disagree, but go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, it's not cooning and buffoonery?
Go ahead.
Okay. This
Oh,
is my thing.
shit.
And I'm going to go back to Oprah from when she had her show. She never, ever was for us. If you go back and watch her show,
Yeah, she wasn't for rap, hip-hop, none
none
of
of that.
shit.
She only got to the
wasn't
rap
for
and
urban
hip-hop because
Jay-Z.
No.
She finally
came around
and
to
did
it
the interview with
because
Jay-Z later on.
It was something that her audience was getting a little...
They push the narrative like everybody says
and
now.
she had to come on with it. Now, with the Gail thing, first with the Oprah thing, she's always trying to tear down a black man in my eyes. She never pushed Harvey Weinstein, and she cool with Harvey. She's never touched on Harvey Weinstein's situation. Never. Ever. She stays, if anybody bring that up, she'll cut the interview off. Now, what Gail did, I think maybe Gail got out of pocket. It was totally out of pocket at that moment in time because this man just passed. You don't push that on this man.
I think she did that for relevancy.
Yeah, but bro, at a certain point,
No, I ain't saying it. I ain't saying it was right or wrong. I just think she did it for relevancy.
But my whole thing is cooner. It's cooner at its finest.
Well, I am saying it was wrong.
It's cooning at
It
its
is
finest.
wrong, but she did it for relevancy.
And the reason why I say it's cooning is because look, if Oprah cool with Harvey Weinstein, you ain't you a reporter. You a well-known reporter. You've been a reporter for half your life. You've been you in your 70s. She's literally, I think she's in her 70s or 60s, late 60s.
She's about 70. Speaking of Harvey Weinstein, whatever his name is, his court just started like today.
I think it's
No,
today.
the deliberations, you mean?
Yeah, up where it started.
Yeah.
It finally started
Yeah.
today. I think it's today or yesterday.
So this is my
I believe
thing
it
with
was
that.
yesterday.
Is also is, come on, man. You try first. Oprah, she tried to get Russell. They came at Kelly. Okay, I understand why they came at Kelly. You know,
Yeah.
Kelly, that's Kelly. But you came at Russell, and it's been proven that Russell, he did a lot of detective tests. He's done everything. He's also said yes. Maybe I mistreated
Russell Simmons.
Yeah, maybe I went about it in my younger years approaching women the wrong way, but I never took nothing. Even some of the people that accused him of it have backed off. He took the lie to
He
take
flirted.
the test.
That's
He
it.
took the lie to take the test, passed it. But Oprah had to bag out because I feel she bagged out because she was getting too much heat from the black community. And for some reason, black women still want to follow this crazy bro.
But do you think she really cares? She's a billionaire.
I don't think she cares. I think
But she still has a brand to protect.
she still has a brand to protect it
Yeah.
now. And you know who spends the most money on everything is us.
Us.
So once her money stop coming in,
Because the black dollar rules.
everything.
I don't care what you say. The black dollar rules because
the
the
most
white
powerful dollar in the world.
because the white people really keep their money. Black folks spend it.
Look what we get when we get the income tax check. We're going to get cars, TVs, clothes.
Yeah, you can't tell me ain't no money in the ghetto. It's
Yeah,
some money in the hood.
Man, some niggas look forward to the 1st and the 15th.
It's money in
I
the
know
hood.
when I was hustling, boy, it was my greatest times of the
Because
month.
if it wasn't money in the hood, well, and it's not a bad thing. Well, it's not a good thing either. But all the liquor stores here,
All the motels.
all the motels, all the beauty supply. And I'm not saying this is positive, but I'm just saying
Everything-
this is why they
everything that
moved
generate a
to.
dollar?
This is why they put everything in the hood because black folks spend money.
Dollar. Our dollar
The
stays
black
in our house
dollar.
less than anybody
And
else.
but the sad part about it, and I'm gonna get off subject a little bit.
But go ahead there, sir.
But the bad part about it, we don't spend our black dollar in the right
Places and keep the
Like-
money in the right
like
genre.
real estate, and we won't spend. Real estate is number one.
We won't keep mama house when they pass.
We won't buy up our own property in our neighborhoods. Real estate, each other.
Yeah.
We don't support each other as black entrepreneurs. Like I got my boy in the building. Never count out a big man is in the building. And how hard has it been? And just keep it brief. How hard has it been for you to get your people? I mean, you can come over, but he probably don't want to get up here over there sipping. But how hard has it been to get your people to spend money with you?
Because I remember we had all three of us had a conversation.
Say it a little louder. How hard has it been?
Very hard.
Exactly.
Even your closest friends
Won't even support you. That's exactly what I mean when I say you got to go outside the box. You got to go outside and come back in order for them to support you. And I'm gonna say this, and it might rattle some feathers. It might shuffle a little feathers. It might step on some toes. But I have clients, majority of my clients that come in the barbershop, they don't even know we doing this now. And I post it on Facebook, Instagram all the time. They couldn't tell you what we talking about.
What subject?
Or they couldn't tell you what we talking about on this show. People that's watching this is coming from outside. And I don't know what that's about. I don't know because they so cool with me that they not supporting it. I don't know what it is. I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying, statistically speaking, my own people are not even really jumping on this and getting behind this and helping push this. But I find myself going around to everybody's T-shirt shop I know and spending money with them. I can name 4 T-shirt spots and clothing spots, and then I go spend my black dollar in. My closet is full of shit from all my homeboys' places. But can they tell you what we talked about? And I'm sorry if I ain't knocking nobody. But can they tell you what we talked about on last week's episode?
They probably not. But you know what?
More likely
Jack,
not.
You know what they feel like? Oh, I come get my haircut from, so I'm supporting.
I said I go to my partner's T-shirt spots.
They feel like maybe they get
my partner's clothing spots.
There you go.
I don't hear nobody saying, "Man, Jack, that was man." When I go in there and spend money, but one person. We ain't gonna name no names. I don't hear nobody saying, "Man, that show y'all did last week, man." Shit.
Oh, don't feel bad. I get the same problem with food. Like I know people would throw functions.
But it's cool though. I don't trip on that because I do what I do. I'm not knocking what nobody else do.
What you got going on?
I do what I do because that's how I'm cut.
And I know I'm cut.
I think that speaks. To be honest, I think that speaks to the. I think it speaks to the business model, and not necessarily just the customers, because that black people are supporting black businesses. You just as a owner, you just notice the negative because that's what you're supposed to notice.
And the negative is the closest people to you.
Yeah,
really
you're
don't.
You're supposed to notice where you're falling short and try to pick that up and so forth. Try to fix that. You're supposed to.
But you know what? You know what? A barbershop is really not considered the black business because we gonna get clients regardless. I'm talking about like.
Yeah, but other stuff like real
DJ
estate.
gigs.
I ain't even talking about DJ gigs. They gonna call me. I'm talking about like T-shirt spots. I'm talking about like your catering.
Food.
Yeah,
it's
I know people throw parties and they invite me to the party. But no, I do catering.
Or won't let you cater.
Won't let me cater the function. Or this is what I get. Well, man, I'm not really looking for what you do. I'm looking for something a little bit more upper level. Well,
then what really kills me about that, I see they will go spend thousands of dollars on another caterer and won't support the smaller businessman. Yeah. They won't support the man, just him and his wife gonna show up and serve food all night. They gonna go this how black people do. They gonna go get the big upscale caterer. They gonna show up with 3-4 workers and all this flashy shit, but they won't give a small guy a shot.
And when I come in, I'm very professional.
Absolutely.
I'm very professional. I'm gonna serve you. I'm gonna make sure everybody eats. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna go around, make sure everybody enjoy it. I don't socialize during that time.
No drinking, no nothing.
No drinking.
Snazes_catering on Instagram, everybody. I hire this man for everybody. And I don't hire him just because he my partner. I hire him because he cook good damn food and he give good service. His family hires him. Yeah. Like we support each other, and I really think it needs to be more of that because we could be strong and better as a whole.
I just think as a business owner, you have to throw a wide net that way because you're going to have some people that's going to be like that.
Can I ask you a question? How do you get to throw a wide net if I don't have the capital to throw a wide net? I have to work twice as hard.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what somebody told me? What you have to do? Go out the box.
Yes, you definitely have to think out the box.
But that's what he mean. That's what he mean when he say a wide net.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you, how can you throw what he getting ready to say is how can you throw a wide net if your own people not spending a dollar with you in order to grow your capital?
In other words, what it sounds like is that some small business owners are looking for the black people that they know to support them. And I think it ought to be even go to the black people you don't know.
No, a lot of people I see don't support this man know him very well.
Yeah.
Very well.
And I've cooked for them. They've had my food. They'll eat my food free.
Yeah.
They'll eat it free and love it.
Ooh, man.
Love it.
That take
and it hurts me.
Look,
It
look. I'm gonna get funny with y'all real quick. That take me back when I used to sell weed. Look, I'm gonna go here right quick, and I'm gonna get off of it. I used to have people come to my house, but I probably sold weed to everybody that worked with me, white boys, Mexicans, everybody. And I don't do this shit no more. So this ain't no incriminating shit. So I don't do this shit no more. If you ain't catch me then, I'm good now.
Baby.
But all I'm saying,
gone.
I would have my partners come over. Oh, they'll smoke with me, but they won't buy from me.
Yep.
Everybody that was buying from me was people like that I worked with, people that referred them to me because I had that good. And I'm gonna get off that, but that's the same way of supporting your own.
But it goes back to like you said, Jack.
Everybody's
I do
not
food,
gonna be in your corner.
and I have.
But that's what I meant because they'll eat your shit, but they won't hire you for that catering job.
I have more clientele outside of my race or this is what I get. And you know, when I try to do I try to make a profit at everything I do, because if I'm not making a profit, it's just a hobby, and I'm not in it for a hobby. I try to make my prices just as competitive as everybody. I don't mind you shopping around but I guarantee you my price is gonna beat everybody else's prices, and my food is damn good. It's damn good. I know what I'm doing. I might not know everything, but I'm working on my craft every day. So what bothers me is you would eat my food. You would come to my house, eat my food free, or you would come out here and I might be.
Jerry, that's you.
I might be packing up. You know what I'm saying? And be like, man, I don't want to take this shit home. Hey man, y'all go ahead. Give me. I'll be like, well, shit. Just say I do a turkey leg for $8. Man, give me $3. Oh yeah, man, that shit was good. I'll give you $3 for it, but you won't pay me $8.
But you won't give me $8.
You won't give me the $8, and it bothers me because, say, bro, I put time and effort. This is my craft. This is what I love to do. This is my calling, and I get more support from outside of my community. And by me being who I am and the way I'm so pro-black, it hurts me, bro. Like, it hurts me. But I'm never gonna give up on my people, because one day we're gonna get it together. I promise you, we're gonna get it together one day.
So this is what we need to do.
What's the name? Can we go back
Go ahead.
Go back to it, because I was finna say some crazy shit.
To the original subject.
You just reeled me back in because I was finna go there. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What I wanted to say about Gail in the interview with Lesley, that's what we was talking about, right?
Yeah.
That she asked the question. Okay. Personally, I look at it like this. When she sits down to interview her, you're not friends, buddy interviewing each other. She's doing a job. She has a job to do. She has to do that job. B, I'm pretty sure she said ahead of time, off camera, hey, we're going to touch on that subject, so be ready for an answer, and so forth. And C, now,
you know what? You have a point. Hold on. Let me stop right quick. You have a point there, because they know what to ask and not to ask before you even set this interview, because they will tell you.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, a person like Gail might have pushed the card and threw that in there anyway, just for the wow factor.
Yeah.
Just for the relevancy factor. So she might not have known.
But why do we do that against our own people?
But wait a minute.
They don't do it when they interview people.
Wait a minute.
Flash, fame.
Wait a minute.
Relevancy.
You have to address the elephant in the room, because if you don't, it wasn't an interview about the Mamba Academy. It wasn't an interview about that. It was an interview about his legacy.
Right.
And so you have to address the elephant in the room. In other words, I think, the journalist is looking at, let's just go and get it out the way, and then we can move on to the good stuff.
Okay.
The stuff we want to be on. But wait a minute. Now, imagine if a white person or a black person, imagine if Gail had interviewed, let's say Donald Trump dies. He'll die someday. After he dies, a month after he dies, Gail interviews Congressman Lindsey Graham, and interviews Lindsey Graham about Donald Trump and his legacy, and doesn't bring up all the racist stuff that he says
all
about
the sexual shit.
Yeah, all the sexual stuff he says about women.
All the grabbing the pussy.
The blood coming out of your whatever.
Did you just say
grabbing,
pussy?
Grabbing the pussy.
Yeah, you just said it this time.
But you say it different.
Yeah.
You say
I said
pussy. I said,
Both of
yeah,
y'all.
that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Enough. Don't say
Yeah,
it no more.
you said it's sexual.
Because you.
It's supposed to be sexual.
Okay.
No, it's not.
No, we doing an interview.
It's a
No,
woman.
it's not supposed
It's
to be.
not. That's not sexual,
Sexual.
bro. That's
It's a body part.
that's
Come on.
anatomy and that's
beautiful body part.
It's
that's
anatomy. But
you
anyway,
you think it's sexual. That's what
Anyway,
it is.
of course.
if they don't bring up the things he said about Hispanics, the things he
sick.
said about black cultures, black countries, calling them shithole countries, the things, if they don't bring up all the stuff he said,
Oh, go back.
about all the Hispanics,
No.
what
Go
would
back.
we
Go back.
say?
Go back to when he went over to
Obama.
what's called.
Yeah.
No. Go back to when he went over to Puerto Rico and he was throwing.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucking
Yeah.
paper
Throwing
towels
paper
and toilet
towels
tissue,
and all
making
that.
people catch him and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of shit is that? He
Yeah,
treated
like-
them like peasants and peons.
Thank you. Like
But nobody talks about this shit.
Yeah,
But you want
like
this
you
as
about
your
to win-
president.
You gonna who wants to win some toilet paper here?
Hey,
Let's take it easy. This
one
is-
over there to
Now-
the left.
now,
One
wait a
over
minute.
like you're the
If
fucking
that-
basketball game.
If that journalist did not question Lindsey Graham on all that
We're
stuff,
running out of time.
we would be upset. We would say that's a softball interview. You didn't ask the big questions. You didn't address the elephant in the room. You kissed his ass. You did this. You did that. And so they can't do that. They have to address the elephant in the room. Now, if you want to argue about how Oprah did Michael Jackson with that documentary or whatever she did about interviewing the alleged victims,
Yeah.
then fine. I can agree with you on that. That man
Right.
is dead. He's gone. And he was acquitted. So he is innocent as far as
Okay.
I'm concerned. He's
Now,
innocent
Just
to
because
proven
you
guilty in a court of
just
law.
because you're acquitted
Period.
don't mean you're innocent.
Yeah.
I go against you
Yeah.
on that one.
Okay,
But- but
this is my whole thing.
Your-
They're
the
going to give him that.
Constitution
They're going
says
to give
you're
him that
innocent to
softball
proven guilty in a
interview.
court of law.
That's
They're
the
gonna give him that
Constitution.
softball
But I'm
interview.
talking about reality. Doesn't that just
Yeah.
because you was acquitted don't mean you
If-
didn't do the crime.
I get that.
That's all.
I think that because Lisa Lesley is a black female, they would rather have another black person to ask that question, and a female at that, instead of a man asking that question or a white person asking that question, because then the person being interviewed would feel more comfortable answering the question. And then on top of that, I think the reason why it's Gail. It was something that you were saying. You was about to say. I want you to
But
say what
you know,
was
you
gonna
know,
say first.
he was. But you know what? I don't think Lisa Lesley agreed to that bullshit in the middle about COVID, because you could tell the way Lisa Lesley shut Gail down.
Yeah.
In the end, you could tell the way she shut Gail down. She shut her down like Gail didn't even know what to do after that. She handled that exactly the way she was supposed
Yeah,
to.
she handled it perfect.
But see, this is why I call it cooning and
But it
buffoonery,
should have
because
never been brought up
but this is why I call it cooning and buffoonery, because they always try to pit us against
against each other. That's what I'm saying. When you said the whoever the Rachel Maddox lady would ask
Yeah.
the hard question, they're not gonna pick her to ask them questions because they don't want it even brought up. Gail should have never brought that shit up. Even if she'd have brought it up the first time, the way she kept going. But the body language, the actions that she came with it was bullshit. She should have never done that shit,
She
man.
kept trying to push it.
She kept trying to push it and push it and push it and make her say something wrong. So when she didn't bite on it, she had to shut it down. Now she looks stupid.
Exactly.
That's my whole point of view. They're not gonna pick Rachel Maddox. They're gonna pick the easiest motherfucker they know they can get away with doing it. They pick Gail. Should have never handled it like that.
But they
it's
thought-
the coonery and buffoonery.
They thought Lisa was gonna be all easy going and shit.
and
They ain't
fall
know
for that
shut
shit.
that shit down like that.
To me, if this was just rumors, then yes, Gail should not address it. But it's not just rumors; it was on the record.
the
Why?
man was acquitted.
The man
that
was
was never a
acquitted.
trial.
You
That
know
was
what?
Okay,
You
well-
know what? You know what? You know what?
The charges got dropped.
the
and
man-
all that
you-
stuff.
So since the charges got dropped,
So
I
to me, he's
never.
innocent.
But to me, you sound like them, and I love you, brother. But to me, you sound like them because the man was acquitted and he dead now.
Yes,
Why
but
is this a right time to do this?
I'll tell you, the man was arrested. He was charged. He was fingerprinted. He was booked. So you have to address the elephant in the room.
Why
If
now
you
that
ignore the
why
elephant
now that
they were
he's
talking
dead?
about
Why now
legacy.
he dead?
They were
why
talking about
didn't he address
legacy.
this shit 15 years in
See,
between
I'm
the
a-
time
I'm a-
he died and when this shit happened?
I'm gonna give you a scenario.
Now I want him to answer that.
Go ahead,
Why
go ahead.
now that he dead?
Put it like this: if Gail was interviewing his daughter, I don't think she would ask the
But
question.
why
that
now?
would be wrong.
Why now?
But if she's interviewing Lisa Lesley or if she's interviewing the wife, then yes, that question should get asked.
This shit was all relevancy. That bullshit.
Speak
It should
easy.
get-
Let me tell you something.
Because
Hold
you
on,
want to
hold on.
hurry up and get it out the way.
let me-
6 minutes, Dougie
wanna
Fresh.
get it out the
6
way.
minutes, Dougie
Let
Fresh.
me explain something to you. It's a thing when you go for a job interview. It's a thing called a 7-year statute of limitation. They can't ask me about no crimes, even if I've been convicted of them. If it's not on my, if I haven't done it within a 7-year period, it can't be asked.
I can't
so
believe.
why the standard change? Why the standard has to change for us?
But
when
you
she
still
asking
have
the
to
question?
check that box, though.
I don't have
right?
to check
She
that box
don't
if it's
have
not
to-
on my record.
Why?
Why? I don't have to check it. If it's
Why?
not on my record, after 7 years, I don't have to say nothing about none of my criminal
Why
activity.
does she have to address it?
Why does she have to do it? Because they picked that coon to
Because
do it.
It would be better coming from a black person. than a white
Bullshit.
person.
They
No,
picked that coon to do it.
That's how-
Inthelablive Podcast, man. We on part 2 of this show right here, man. And at the end of the last show, we got kind of heated on that Gail and Oprah shit between Ambush and Speakeasy, man. Like y'all was getting heated. I kind of got heated too, cause I don't believe nothing. I think all of it is cooning and buffoonery, but at its finest. But Speakeasy say he really disagree, and you can. You have the right.
He has
to
the right to
disagree.
his opinion.
We have the right to our own opinion, but you with me on that cooning
It's cooning and buffoonery at the same time.
So-
Because, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Because where I say it's cooning and buffoonery, you had a point. Yes, will we question them if they didn't ask them questions? But my thing is, they're not going to ask them questions. You know why they're not going to ask them questions? Because they're not going to push. They're not going to push the platform like that. They're not going to push their money out the way. It's about money when it comes to that type of shit.
They got to protect their brain.
They got to protect their brand. If they overlooking the shit, if they overlooking what Orange got going on right now, why you think they're gonna ask the question what he did? They're gonna preserve his name, especially by him being president. They're gonna preserve him at the top of everything. They're not gonna do that, bro. It's a certain thing is my whole thing. It's a certain thing is say, man, when it comes to black people, they have a different agenda with us. I always say this. They have a different agenda. You never gonna find a white person to sell out their race. You always find a nigga to sell out his. And when I say a nigga, I mean a nigga.
Nigga that act like that. Well, let me say one thing and then you go. Because, first of all, Donald Trump hasn't always been president. What was he before president? He was a businessman, a billionaire. All those billionaires
Fake
are friends.
billionaire, but
Whatever. He's a billionaire. I don't care if he ain't got it, don't got it, but he has assets, liquid assets, whatever.
he's a bankruptcy now.
It doesn't matter. He's a billionaire.
He still got a credit line.
He's a billionaire, and he did business with other billionaires, and not too many of them out there that we know of. So at the end of the day, these billionaires, they did business with him in some way, shape, form, or fashion, or
That's why they voted for him.
exactly.
And he's pushing their agenda.
So why you think at this point, and now I'm gonna let you get your point across. Why you think at this point that they're going to push anything outside of what all of these billionaires believe in?
Okay. The reason why I believe that they would have asked the tough questions is because, first of all, when you keep saying they, you're grouping all the white people together, and that's not the case. You know, you have conservative whites, and you have liberal whites, you have moderate whites, and you have progressive whites, yada, yada, yada. If you notice, Donald Trump whenever he does a interview, it's always on Fox propaganda or faux news, as I call them.
Fake news.
I call them Fox propaganda or faux news. He always going there. But he never goes to CNN, never goes to MSNBC, CNBC, ABC, NBC, CBS, PBS. He never goes to those stations. And it's because if Rachel Maddow is doing the interview, she going to hit it. She going to hit it. And that's why he never goes on there, because he doesn't want those tough questions. Because not only are they going to ask the elephant in the room, not only are they, or shall I say, address the elephant in the room, but they're going to do follow-up questions to him as well. And so that's why he never goes on. And so when he's out of the White House, I mean, just look at the interviews that they do now. They always be on him.
But
always be
this
on
is my
him.
thing.
That's why he
this-
stay with
but
Fox
How
propaganda.
you feel?
But-
Go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead. But I'm just saying. But the thing is, we talking about people like Oprah.
Why you think they're gonna pick him?
Why would they?
Why would they pick that particular journalist? I'm gonna tell you why I think they
What?
picked Gail. This is my opinion. I don't
All
know
of this shit is bullshit to me because he always calling out the same old reporters in the room.
Yeah.
He basically pointed them out. Oh, I don't want to hear what you talking about. He do the same people. It's an agenda. All this shit is agenda.
So,
But the reason why I believe that he would do it is because what's the name? He what was that you was about to say? That it was something you was about to say. Go ahead, say it.
what I'm saying is
'Cause it pertains to
they're gonna pick the reporter that's gonna ask the easy questions. Now, what I'm saying is, Gail being of a certain status and a certain quality, they're not. You know what? Hold on, let me say it the right way. I need to say it. They're gonna pick the reporter that's gonna ask the easy questions because that's what they're looking for. Now, when Gail asked Lesley this, the way she went about it, now I would have been cool if she'd have just asked that first question, and she'd have stopped.
But she kept on.
She kept on.
And
pushing,
kept on.
And
And
kept
kept
on.
on.
You're supposed to do follow-up questions.
This is not the time or not the venue
Right
to do
after,
this.
right after the man and his daughter
Man ain't been
dies
dead
in
2 weeks yet.
in a explosion, in a crash on a helicopter.
Wait.
Is this
This
what
the
you?
forum. This is the time for this.
You saying this the time for
No,
this?
it wasn't the week that he died.
It doesn't matter.
matter. It's still
after
optic.
the
It
service
doesn't
had
matter.
been over
It
and all
doesn't
that.
matter. It's not 30 days. It's not time for that shit.
It's not time.
It really ain't time for it ever.
If she'd have just asked the question and
this
let
shit-
it be, this
This
broad
shit
kept going
happened.
on.
This shit
She
happened
kept
what?
going.
It's
15
kinda
years
like
ago.
Yes, and
Look,
and once again,
it's
I
kinda
don't
like
believe.
this.
I don't believe just because just like you said, but once by law, if you acquitted,
Yeah.
you done.
You just said that.
You just said
Yeah.
you
You
done.
just said
that.
that.
Yes,
I'm
I did
I'm
say
not
that.
convicted of that crime.
You said that.
Once I got acquitted, I'm done. I don't even. That's
Two
off my
things.
record.
Two things. Okay, she asked her. I think it's like for instance, if a woman is raped, who would the victim rather have interview them? Would they rather have a male police officer or a female police officer? If he was alive to defend himself, then she has the right to do that. But with him being dead and gone, she should have left that alone.
Okay, go ahead.
But
Go.
goes back
3 minutes.
Go back to what you were saying. They're going to give that softball interview. They push the narrative when it comes to us as black people. They're always going to push the narrative. You're right. If we would say something about them not giving them questions, but they're not going to ask them questions. You know why? Because they don't do them like that. They stick together. I don't care what you talk about.
Rachel Maddow would have asked the tough questions.
They're not going to get Rachel. They're not going to get Rachel Maddox to
ask.
ask that question. They're going to get the interviewer to ask the softball question. I'm just trying to tell you.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda means nothing.
Now, and I'm gonna tell you
Because
this.
if you didn't do it, it don't mean
if
shit.
he's being interviewed by someone from Fox Propaganda, then no, they're not gonna ask the tough questions. They never do.
I don't.
But
think
if
they go off the tough
he's
questions,
being
period.
interviewed from someone, if he's being interviewed about Trump from someone from MSNBC or ABC, CBS,
You think
CNN,
Gail and Oprah would ask that question? Just
What?
mine. You think Gail?
to Lindsey Graham?
No.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
think?
because and if
I
she
doubt it.
didn't. If she didn't,
No,
people
she
would jump
would.
on
No,
her.
she wouldn't.
No, she
Women
wouldn't.
would
No,
jump
she
on
would-
her.
no, she
Women
wouldn't,
would
bro.
jump on her for
They're not
not
jumping on
addressing
her.
the women.
They're not jumping on her now, bro.
She got too much at stake, bro.
They're not finna ask them
She not
questions,
finna do
bro.
that.
So you're
She still
you-
got the
you
brand.
Really think,
At the end of the day, I know she a billionaire, but she got the brand she protects.
so you really think if Oprah Winfrey or Gail King did an interview with Lindsey Graham or any Republican about Donald Trump and his legacy, they are not going. She is not going to address all the stuff he done said about
Nope,
women.
because they ain't addressing it now.
Nope.
I don't believe.
Because they ain't
No.
addressing it
Well,
now.
I disagree on that part. I think she would.
You never do, and we gonna wrap this up. We gonna wrap this up. Y'all tune in to part 2.
Oh, it's definitely got to be a part
It's
2.
definitely got to be a part 2. In the Lab Live Podcast, man. We gonna wrap this up, man.
Make sure y'all subscribe, leave your comments, man.
I do have one question. Can I ask a question?
No, because we wrapping
Wrapping
the
this
show
up.
up. We gonna
Make
go.
sure you subscribe.
No.
Subscribe.
Let me do this shit, man.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Jackham.
Make sure you subscribe to In the Lab Live Podcast on YouTube, man. Tell me what your Instagram is.
Slash is catering.
SHN.
And make some comments.
ZZY _
I'm sorry. I thought you was
catering.
You talking about me?
We out. Well, I can't even get my goddamn plugs in. You gotta get your plugs in. Like damn, we gotta get the plug.
I thought you was done.
No, you didn't, because I was spelling out the Instagram name.